Hello, I'm Doctor, and in Anime Defenders Update 2, a lot of things went wrong. So they released Update 3 and this is the changelog. In the standard banner, there's one new secret, 3 mythicals, and 1 legendary. Then, the actual content of this update, the new content, Hall of Mirrors game mode. 4 difficulties, but it takes 30 minutes to complete any difficulty. Get rewards on each phase. I don't know what that means. Play with up to 10 players and get exclusive drops. We'll get to that later. The next thing is the new story mode map and infinite map, and the new exclusive wish banner, which is the most controversial thing about this update, with 4 exclusive units, including the Shadow Dragon, which is so incredibly rare. Let's get into the most controversial bit of this update, the new exclusive wish banner. This is what it looks like. One wish costs 249 Robux, and with one summon you can get either one of these 5 units. The first unit is 79%, which you're most likely gonna get. The next is 20%, and then the next one is below 1%, and the final one is 0.1%. Now, people have already done calculations on this in the Discord. It was a very talked about situation in the server where many people got banned just for saying their thoughts on the updates, basically trashing the update. They got banned and testers had their testers removed. But I'll get to the calculation bit when I go to the Hall of Mirrors game mode. The 3 new mythicals in this update is the Ice Dragon, the Fire Demon Ninja, and the Pink Demon Witch. So the Fire Demon Ninja is basically a better Natsu, which you can use to a semi-competitive level, but definitely not for leaderboard runs. The Ice Dragon has a completely new debuff that no other unit has, which is stunning. It's not slow, it just stuns the enemy for a bit, but all debuffs in this game have gotten a huge nerf basically. You can now only use that one debuff every 6 seconds. So when you stun someone, you have to wait 6 seconds before you can stun them again. So the third mythical I'm going to talk about is the Pink Demon Witch, which is the best mythical out of this update. The Pink Demon Witch is a money unit, but not in the typical sense like Bulma. It will replace Bulma on your team though. How the Pink Demon Witch works is that it has an ability, and when anything is in its area and you click the ability, it will suck their souls, pause, and give you cash in return for those souls sucked. It won't destroy or damage the enemies, it will just take their souls. Now, the highest I think you can get in cash return for this Demon Witch is 6,000 money each 30 seconds. Now if you do the math, that's way better than Bulma. Then they released another slow secret, just like Gojo, but this one is called Demon King, and he is from the standard banner, not the exclusive wish banner. Demon King is the first 4 placement secret I think there is in this whole game, so what you want on him in traits is 100% that Requiem trait, because it does 20% damage, 10% cooldown, and 20% range. With all the mythicals out the way, this is the new Hall of Mirrors game mode. The interior is very nice looking, so props to the devs for making such a good build. But here is where the problems begin. On easy difficulty, it gives 5 magic mirrors and 400 gems for 30 minutes of work. On normal mode, it gives 5 magic mirrors, still 400 gems. On hard mode, it gives 5 magic mirrors and still 400 gems. That alone is insane. There's no wish chances in any of these game modes. So you would be wondering, what does Nightmare mode give? It's the hardest difficulty, you can barely solo it, so what are the rewards for it? 5 magic mirrors, 400 gems, 2 jester hats, and exclusive wish. But not really, it's a 1% chance to get the wish. 1% for 30 minutes of work is insane. How did this get past testing? I don't know. Did the testers actually speak upon this? Did they even get to test the game to see it was a 1% chance for 30 minutes of work? And that's how this exclusive wish banner is so insane. Now you may be wondering how many hours of work would it take you to get this Shadow Dragon? Well, it's not hours, it's not days, it's not weeks, it's not even months, it's not even a whole year. It will take you 5 years and 7 months to get the Shadow Dragon. To get it shiny, that will just take a millennia. Get that out of your brain, you're not getting it shiny. So this update just stinks, I guess. I'm kind of shocked on how this game has done so many things wrong on so many levels. Update after update after update. 3 updates have come out and there's always been something bad or wrong or something the community just hasn't liked in general for all of them. You might think that's an over-exaggeration. How is the game updated 3 times and all 3 times gotten the whole community to go behind their backs and turn on them? But it's not. The first ever game update, they released a raid. Everyone went, that's such a great thing. But you could only go into the raid every 1 hour, then there's a 1 hour cooldown, then it comes back. Why did they decide to do that? Who knows? But that wasn't the bad part. We could have lived with that, but no. They decided to make the mythical in the raid shop cost so much where it would take you 33 hours of grinding to get it. I forget the number. It was just insane. In update 2, they didn't do a lot of things wrong. Not a lot compared to update 1 and update 3. Basically in update 2, they added the new tower mode, which is very good for free to play players. They can get a lot of gems easily after they nerfed the hell out of macroing. The next thing they did was they buffed all quests in general to give more things. The next thing they implemented was worthiness. When you have 100% worthiness, you can't get anything lower than a B, which is incredible. Then they added meaning to the leaderboard, where if you grind to get top 250, top 100, top 50, top 10, you will get like rewards for it, which is cool. But then they like went a step backwards and implemented a capture system into basically everything you do. If you're AFK long enough in the Tower of Eternity, you'd get a little pop-up asking you to do a capture, which is insane. If you went into the trade lobby and you like bought something in a booth, if you traded someone, it would always pop up and it would make you stop doing the action, so you'd have to redo it after you did it already, which is insane. But whilst we're on the topic of the trade lobby and stuff, something bizarre that they did was they added new trade limits. So if you traded like 8 times in 24 hours, you could not trade anymore unless you spent a bit of Robux. I don't know, that was crazy. After update 2, there was update 3, the one that we're on right now, and yeah, you already know. But it's not all bad, because there was a lot of polls made in the announcements channel talking about new features and new fixes for wishes. I'll read some out for you. Hall of Mirrors game duration will go from 30 minutes to 20 minutes. Then Hall of Mirrors wish drop rates will be improved. So normal mode will give 2% wish drop chances, hard mode will give 5% wish drop chances, and nightmare mode will give 10% wish drop chances. Then wishes will have a rework, blah blah blah. And then divine wishes will be a thing if you purchase it with Robux, basically giving more power to people with Robux. I don't know why they needed it, but I guess some people will complain because free-to-play players are now able to get a lot of wishes. I don't know. Then a new thing will be added, which is called Spirit Orbs. If you have played AA, Spirit Orbs are basically relics. You put them on and your unit gets like 100% buff on damage or something. Then they talked about portals, which I'm really excited for because I love portals, me personally. They talked about adding a new limited banner which will run a bit longer than previous banners. Then they said they'll add giftable game passes, and that's a very good plan. But yeah, that's my opinions on Anime Defenders. If you do like the video, please subscribe. It's my first video ever. Let's not count the first video that I uploaded. That's very bad, very ass. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.